takes is. Tip top shape, all it takes is. Just a little taste, all it takes is. No time to waste, all it takes is. Slim waist, all it takes is. Tip top shape, all it takes is. Money in the bank, all it takes is. No time to waste, all it takes is. I wake up to bounce feet. I make mine by the leader. I drink life in a teacup. I like ballet 30 better than tequila. Yeah, Bessie, I sip at night. Got a little kick like Tai. Look so good, better recognize me. It's a type of lifestyle, I'm icy. Still don't need chill on me. Flare pill, yeah, I'm still on it. Bessie a day and nightly. Got a little kick like Tai Chi. Slim waist, all it takes is. Tip top shape, all it takes is. Just a little taste, all it takes is. No time to waste, all it takes is. Slim waist, all it takes is. Tip top shape, all it takes is. Money in the bank, all it takes is. No time to waste, all it takes is.
Kevin, quit touching buttons. Hold on. Hey, everybody. Kevin, buttons.
What's going on, Lachelle Pierre? How are you? Look at Mr. Fleming back there. How you doing, Tony?
I'm good.
Put Tony up there. You know what, Tony? Nobody but Kevin did that. I promise I didn't do it.
I know. I'm waiting on my two guests. They were waiting on their links. Their two guests coming.
Wait,
yeah.
I gotta get my own show back because he's just totally disrupting the flow. We had a certain way we were supposed to do this.
You know what he mad about?
What?
That hoodie you have on. He don't have one.
I know where you live, and I can really jog over there and jog back and have my extra large ready.
Tony, I do have to say thank you. Like I put this on and it's like feels
good, doesn't it? Yeah.
It's all good, Tony. I know where you live, man. How you feeling? All right, Tava, how are you all doing out there? Tava Nation, you all check in.
Right,
we have Shelly.
Tony down for a second.
We take him down. We have Rochelle. Right. How are you? Who else? Shell Brown. There's a bunch of Shells on here today. Lucretia Wallace, Aaron Sanders. Hey, show some love. Put a heart sign if you're going to be in Houston, Texas on March 4th and 5th. Show some hearts. Put a heart sign in. Let's see if you're going to be in Houston. We're really excited about what's taking place in Houston. Man, we just got off a 2-hour planning session for Houston. And when I tell you all, it has come together and we are 8 days out from Houston tickets. And if you have not gotten your tickets, I believe, Lachelle, how many tickets that we have left? 50?
Kevin, we are almost at capacity. I want to say 50. I want to say at best 50. Hold on just 1 second. Hey,
50 tickets left.
Hold on, we got a couple of people shouting out. Triple Diamond TK Walker. I think you're supposed to be backstage, ma'am. That's what I heard. FYI. Tammy Durden, you guys hear our COO. He is putting it out there. I don't think we were going to say that, but since he said it, yes, we are almost
out.
That is a fact.
We're almost out. So don't fire me today. I get fired every other day. But look, about 50 tickets are left, if that at best. So make sure that you get your tickets ASAP. So get with your sponsors, get with whoever you need to get with, go to the back office and get your tickets. Do not be last minute because 8 days is not far away. I mean, after this weekend, I'm sure you all are getting your outfits together, trying to get these complete packs together for this bonus money. But that's another topic, by the way, we'll come back to, but make sure that you go and get your conference ticket so you can be in the building. It's going to be a lot of things. Go ahead. I was going to say it's going to be some announcements that you have to be in the building, to receive some of the announcements that are going to be made. So we're planning that as well a little bit. but you have to be present. You cannot call anyone and tell them to get these things that are going to be announced, right, Lachelle? So you have to be in the building, So go ahead, Lachelle.
And I hope everybody on here has already purchased their hotel or reserved their hotel rooms. Hold on, I see in the chat somebody asked about the airport. I have gotten that question several times. So Houston Hobby, which is HOU, is about 30 minutes away from the hotel. For those of you that are still trying to book your air, Houston Hobby, HOU, is about 30 minutes from the hotel. IAH is more like 45 to 50 minutes, and depending on traffic, could be a little bit longer. All right. So hope that helps you guys. Please go on and reserve your rooms. I don't even know if we still have rooms available in the room block. We need to check that. I hope everyone has gotten their room. For those of you that can, you want to come in on Thursday, those that can, because the events kick off at 7 a.m. on Friday with Mrs. Lloyd, working out with Mrs. Lloyd and guests. We're going to have some guest trainers in the building. Customer service is going to be there. Registration starts on Friday. Those that are coming in town on Thursday, make sure you come by the Houston office, because who knows what kind of special deals will be available in the office only on Thursday, okay? So guys, make sure you get by there. How many of you, see, this is going to tell me who has their notifications on. So I'm going to tell y'all right now, make sure you go ahead, tag and share this live. Make sure that you are following us, you are subscribed. How many of you took advantage of the 22-minute double point promos on yesterday? Put some fireballs, some flames, some bombs, because we did drop the bomb yesterday.
3 times.
Yeah, 3 times. We gave you guys a BOGO that included double points. And those that took advantage of it, especially if they were notified, first of all, if you're a 120 Wealth Builder, and if you had your social media notifications on, you got the information first. All right, Miss Marguerite, Miss Linda Milady, Shelly Brown, Sean Tyrone Bell said he took advantage of the flare and the tea, because some of you may have thought when we were coming back the 3rd time that, oh, I don't need to get on. It's the tea again. Nope, we switched it up. So you guys don't guess, but you've got to tune in. Panya Dotson, Robin Hudson, I see you. Janet Reese, Double Diamond, Nina Rochelle Morris said she bought all 3 times. So, all right, guys, but we have some ladies that are standing by.
Wait. So it's still going on. The promo's still going on, Lachelle. Yeah, that's right. The SEAL 30 count tea promotion is still going on right now. You can go into your back office and receive it right now today. You all need to close out strong today and tomorrow. So it is still back there for you, but it is not double points. So don't look for double points, but it's back there available to you. Okay, so make sure that you go back and get that right now. That's right, Aaron Sanders. He said what? That's right. It is back there right now. It is available to you. Mr. Dean down in Montgomery, Alabama, it is available to you. I know you placed a large order yesterday, so it is still available today for your store down there in Montgomery and Mobile, Alabama. So make sure you go ahead and get that today. All right. So go ahead, Lachelle. You wanted to bring up the ladies here. You have some special guests here today.
So we have so much planned for you at the event and even leading up to the event. We have a lot going on, but I am not going to tell it all. I have some very special ladies who are standing by that want to share some event information with you.
All right.
Let's see. Miss Callie, Miss Marla, are you guys there? All right, Angel, help us out. All right, come on, ladies. Come up closer so we can hear you.
Hey, Tava Nation.
Hi.
Hey. Time is running out, guys, for the glow. And you have to get your t-shirt Friday. Can you guys see that? It glows in the dark. The deadline is approach this Friday. T-shirts. They're only $30. You want to be able to wear them on Saturday. Saturday is Spirit Day, and everyone will be wearing their t-shirts on Saturday. So come get your t-shirts while supplies last. We are running low on the t-shirts, so please order your t-shirts today. You do have a deadline by this Friday. So order your t-shirts today. They're glow in the dark. They're very nice, and everyone will be wearing them on Saturday, guys. So you want to get your t-shirts, get them today. We have limited edition. They are a commemorative t-shirt. These t-shirts are limited edition. You can only get it at our Houston event, guys. So you want to be able to have a limited edition commemorative t-shirt, guys. Very nice cotton materials. Time is running out. Get yours soon.
Yes, and for all my Spanish speakers, pueden agarrar la camisa hoy y se la pueden poner el sábado para el evento y lo agarras el sábado para el evento. Y son $30. Y también son una camisa que tenemos muy limitada. Ellos son muy limitadas la camisa, ven, agarren o brillan en la oscuridad. So,
see. All right, guys, get your t-shirts today. By midnight Friday, the sale for the pre-sale will be over. You won't be able to get your t-shirts until the event. Okay, guys? So get your shirts today. We do have limited edition. So you want to be able to get your shirts before they run out, guys. All right, thank you. And we'll see you in Houston.
Lo vemos allá.
Awesome. Thank you, ladies. And I just want to reiterate what they said. I saw a couple of questions in the chat, and yes, the shirts are back on the site. If you go to allthingstava.com, it will link you to the Tava store, and you can purchase our commemorative limited edition glow in the dark shirts. Now, these are the shirts that are going to be worn on Saturday at the event. So what we did, though, because we know there are a lot of you that may not be able to attend the event, but would like the commemorative shirt. So we had a limited supply of those. That's why they are on pre-sale, and they will begin to ship out on Monday, right after the event. Everyone that is coming to the event, you need to, when you purchase your shirt, select pickup in the Houston, I don't know if it says pickup in Houston or Houston office, but they'll be picked up at the event in Houston, okay? So everybody wear the t-shirts with whatever you want to. So if that's your jeans, if that's your suit, if that's your dress, your heels, your sneaker, your whatever makes you feel good on Saturday, we will have those shirts on. All right. And they're only available for pre-sale until tomorrow, okay? So you want to make sure you get them by then. All right, with that being said, we have somebody else who is hijacking the show. I mean, you guys don't know how hard my life is. You know, it started with Mr. Lloyd, then we added Kevin, and now Tony. It's just almost more than a woman can bear, okay? Ladies, do y'all feel me? Okay. But we're so excited. Just kidding. Mr. Fleming has been an exceptional asset to the team, and I am going to step down and relinquish the platform to him because he really just bullied me earlier today. I was like, Tony, weren't you on last week? Like, why you got to come back on this week? And he said, because he could. And I said, okay. So, Mr. Fleming, are you there, sir?
I'm here. So I need to edge you out. I mean, you need to move out the way. I'll take over from here. Thank you.
Who says?
All right. Well, our goal here is to promote this big Houston event coming up. And I know that, I've been doing this for so long that I know that it's always people that are like on the fence. They're like, should I go? Shouldn't I go? I'm counting my money. Man, I don't know if I could go. Is it going to be worth it? Is it going to be, am I going to get any good information from there? Am I going to, and it's always those people. And those are the ones we're talking to today, because everybody else who's registered, you already, you coming. So, but it's some people that's sitting on the fence right now that are wondering, should I come? I don't know what I'm going to get from it. And I'm telling you, you need to be in the house. You need to be in Houston, Texas, coming up. You need to sacrifice and do whatever that it takes to get there. I want to bring up a young lady too, Miss T.K. Walker. I think she's on here. She's the triple diamond in the company. Actually, the only triple diamond right now in the company. And she's excited about now. She's in Houston, so she's excited about it also. She's already in Houston. That's what I mean. She's already there. She's there like 2 weeks before the event. She's already got there, and she just can't wait for the event to start. But I just wanted her to speak a little bit on why you all should be there and why you all should make this sacrifice to come. Because I know your husband might be saying, I don't know, you should do that, or your wife might be saying, no, we need this money for this, and I just don't know. And TK, tell them why they should be here on March 3rd and 4th. Those are the
3rd
days.
and 4th and 5th.
And
so
5th.
From my perspective only, this is my perspective, events and personal events change lives. I just spoke Saturday about how I went to John C. Maxwell about 2 weeks ago, and just being in person, in touch with your team, gives a whole new way of feeling the feel of the energy. It's one thing to see people on Facebook, post about the products, but seeing the real life transformation is another thing. One thing that Mr. Lord had talked to me about, or taught me in this position of leadership, is serving the team. So I get excited about the event, but just being able to have a team fun where you set aside and you go to dinner, right? You meet up in the hotel lobby. You're able to touch, feel, and have those intimate conversations that will carry you on, because you may have been looking at someone on Facebook and you heard my story, but to be able to talk to me in person and pull me to the side and say, TK, what is it that got you here? And I'm able to take those 5-10 minutes to personally talk to you. It's very different than a phone conversation. It's very different than a Zoom. It's very different just to see, the CEO, the other top leaders in this company in person. And so what you're going to get, I know for a fact, is someone is going to share their story, and it's going to be relatable, and it's going to keep you going. We have amazing products. We're going to have amazing training. And so if you have been in Tava for 6 days, 6 weeks, 6 months, or the last 2 years, I know that this particular event is a game changer. Anything else you need me to say?
No. I'm just all into it. I'm like, yeah, keep going.
Yeah,
but no, that's good. You're right. No. It's a game changer.
I'm excited. I'm so super and geeked up, because just think about it, Mr. Fleming. In October, we had the virtual, and it was just intimate with those who came to Mr. Lloyd's house. This it's not that pandemic thing going on where the business partners that you have signed up over the last month or two or even year, you get to really see them in person. So I feel as though instead of meeting this person, because let's just be transparent, a lot of times when we recruit, we have been recruiting off of social media. Like, this person really don't know you, right? So for that person that I personally sponsored in October to see me in person now in March, is going to take it to a different level for your business. I promise you, you guys, you get to the event, your volume is going to flow up.
Right. You know, I actually forget a lot of times, because I've been doing it so long, that, you know, I remember, you know, early in my career, how I used to couldn't wait to get to the event so I could meet certain people. And I would literally be standing around watching, trying to catch them come by. You know, I've sat in the lobby before knowing somebody's going to come by there so I could just try to get some information from them. And, you know, I tell you, that's a lot of you guys that's listening, you should understand that you should want to be there to get that information personally from people. And, you know, when you see them, they might not have the time right then, but you could catch them at some point throughout those 2 or 3 days to get information from them and hear it. Because, you know, I always say you got to feel the heartbeat of a person. And when you're next to a person and you're talking to them, that's a difference than you seeing them on video like this and you seeing how serious it is. So you definitely want to do whatever it takes to get to that event. I don't believe that it'll be a waste of your time. I really don't. I think that if you get there, and what it does is it kickstarts you for at least 3-4 weeks. You know, you gonna be running, you know, and then you refuel again. And I promise you, we got a lot of things scheduled to refuel you between now and October, probably when we have another anniversary. But between now, after this event, and the months to come, we're going to have a lot of things to refuel you. I can promise you that. But you need to get it now. You need to be here now to kickstart that. All right. So thank you, ma'am. I got somebody else I want to bring up. And this lady is way out in California. And she says she's going to be here. Now, she's coming all the way from LA, all the way to Houston, Texas. And she's a diamond in the company. I called her and she said, Mr. Flynn, I'm out and about. I'm I don't know if I can. I said, you got to get on here. I said, put a hat and some glasses on or something. I don't know what she's looking like right now. So can we bring up the diamond executive, Miss Tammy Faye? Oh,
hey,
okay.
Mr.
So
Flemmy, I made it home. I did a mad dash to the crib.
Okay. All right. So I'm getting a little feedback. Are you let's see, you got it on speaker?
No.
Something's going on. I'm getting the feedback.
It's echoing or something?
Yeah, it's coming. I hear myself twice.
I don't know why.
Okay. Well, I will be quiet and I'm gonna let you talk and talk to everybody why they should be in Houston, Texas on the 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
Well, you know, I'm going to piggyback off of, you know, Triple Diamond TK Walker and you, Mr. Fleming. First of all, I just want to shout out Mr. Lloyd, you know, for this platform and just thank him for this awesome and amazing opportunity that me and you, Mr. Fleming, have been on since 2019. And I'm telling you, we still here. So I'm super excited about that.
Hold on. Let's start over. Not just 2019. Day one.
Day one. Well, 2019 is day one. We are what I'm gonna say is we are day oneers. That's what I'm gonna say. We are day oneers, and I'm still super excited about this. And you know, everyone, if you do not know, you know, like they said, events do change your business. You want to be there for the camaraderie. You want to be there for the exciting things that are getting ready to happen here at Tava Lifestyle. Because if you guys haven't been seeing all the sneak peeks that they have been putting out, I don't know what rock you've been under, but it looked like something big is getting ready to happen in Houston. And I'm telling you, I know for a fact, Mr. Fleming, that whatever big is about to happen in Houston is definitely going to change our lifestyle and our business. So we want to give it up for that all together, Mr. Fleming.
Yep. You got to be there. You got to be there. You got to be there. I mean, you've been involved in this industry how long?
Mr. Fleming, really? Not as long as you, but long enough.
I know. But
at least over 10 years. At least 10 years, yes, in this industry. Yes.
And so you know exactly what events do.
Yes, you know what? I have been in this industry, you know, for a while. And, you know, Mr. Lloyd has always told us in all the companies that we have all been in, you know, you never should miss an event, because what we do know is you have to be in the fire. You have to be present. And like TK said, it's so many people out there that want to hear the new stories, that want to hear the old stories, and just want to be inspired and empowered by what is going to happen at the event.
You know what I was thinking? I'm going to see if I can get Mr. Lloyd to implement this. Check this out. Now, I don't know. Y'all might not like this, though, but because some people hate it. I was involved in a company where they had an event in January and they had one in September. And guess what? It was mandatory. If you didn't come to January event, there were some bonuses they held out. And so, in all the way you can get the bonuses back, you get to be there in September. If you did get, I know that's not right. I know we're not going to implement that. But I can tell you this: if that was implemented, you hold somebody's money for a minute, everybody will be there. And I'm telling you this: we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. But you're doing it to yourself. Because by you not coming, you holding your money. Because you're not going to be as excited as you would be. So you holding your own money. We don't have to do it. You're going to do it. Because the people that come and leave, they're going to be way more excited than you, because you sitting at home and you didn't experience that. So you really holding your bonus money yourself. You don't have to do it by you not showing up. So
and then you're gonna be like, "Woe is me! I wish I was there, not there." You're gonna be, "Oh man, I should have went. I should have woulda, coulda, shoulda." You know, like we know, you have to be in the building to be able to experience what is going to happen.
Yep. That's true. So true. All right, ma'am. I thank you for rushing home just for these few minutes to say that. That's dedication.
I thank you so much for always thinking of me and just being a blessing to everybody that you meet, because what I do know about you, Mr. Tony Fleming, you are here for everybody in Tava Nation. And I just want to say out loud and give you your flowers that it is greatly appreciated. And I appreciate every time you take my call, because I tell you, I learn something from you every time I speak to you. So I just want to say thank you.
I didn't hear that. Say it again for the people in the back.
Let me say it again for the people in the back. I just want to say I appreciate Mr. Tony Fleming. And if you have not been on the Saturday trainings, which we know that the Saturday trainings that Mr. Tony Fleming has been doing has been getting some remarkable feedback. And I'm excited about the things that he is doing now and the things that he is going to do in the future for Tava Nation. So like I say once again, I want to give Mr. Tony Fleming his flowers right now and tell him thank you out loud in front of Tava Nation, because Mr. Tony Fleming, you are doing the dang thing. You know I want to be like Kenny and curse, but I ain't gonna curse y'all. You doing the dang thing, Mr. Fleming.
We just get started. That Saturday training gonna be popping for the next million years. You wait till we start airing. We got some more stuff we're gonna do. Y'all missing out if you ain't on there on Saturday.
And keep doing your TikToks. Keep doing your little moves. I'm watching you, Mr. Fleming. I'm watching you, Mr. Fleming.
I got some stuff now, you know.
I already know you do. Thank you so much, Mr. Fleming.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Now we got one other lady I would bring on, and she was already going to be on Wealth Building Wednesday, and I heard that she was already on here for another reason, for some of her recruiting and things that she's been doing. And when I heard she was on here, I said, we got to bring her on, because I know how much experience she's had. I know how many years she's been doing this. I've been knowing her for quite a while. You know, I think I met her in 2006 or 2007, or something like that. And, you know, her personality, her get up and go is just that. And like I said, she is on here for another topic that that you all gonna talk about in a minute. But since she's on, can y'all bring on Miss Dory Ray? Is she there? She's back there. I hope she's back there. There she is. There she is.
Hey.
Hey. Now, what color are those glasses?
They orange. I was going to do green, but I figured I have orange today. They come from the dollar store. So, if you don't shop there, I can't help you out there.
Miss Dory up in Philadelphia, I tell you, man, it hadn't been a time that I didn't talk with her and just didn't feel good about the conversations we had. She's always on point. She's a risk taker. She's dedicated. She's just a person that you just want to listen to, because Dory has been in the game for a while and she's seen it all. And speaking of being in the game and all, you've seen all these events that you've attended, and you see what happens to people when they go to events. Matter of fact, I came to an event. Me and my wife came to that event that this was 2009 in Atlantic City. Was that 2008?
Yeah.
That your team had done in 2008 Atlantic City. And man, I was that event had me so pumped. It was crazy because they had a limo pick us up, and in the car with us was what's the guy who did Think and Grow Rich, the Black Choice? He was the speaker.
Fraser.
Nope. He's right here in Atlanta.
You talking about daggone, what's his name? With the gray hair and the gray.
Somebody put it in the chat. Who
we both showing our age, so we shouldn't do this in front of everybody. What's his name?
Think and Grow Rich, the Black Choice.
Dennis Kimbrough.
Dennis Kimbrough, yeah. So Dennis Kimbrough was in the limo with us, man, and we had a great conversation all the way over to the event. And then we got to the event, and man, we had a ball, man. And that event carried me for another 3-4 months. And I'm telling you, events will do that. So give us your input on events, Dory.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you one thing, and then I'm gonna say something else. First of all, if you miss an event that you qualify for, it's like shooting yourself in the toe, like Harlem Nights type style, just shooting your own self in the toe, because you really put yourself at least 6 months behind in your business. I don't know. I've been around this industry for a long time, Tony. My children are 30 years old and 26. So I ain't telling my age, but all these people turning 50, I'm about to turn 60, right?
I got you.
And I have been in this industry since Aaliyah was 2 and Corey was 6. So that tells you how long I've been around. I've gone to events on tour buses. I've gone to events in U-Haul trucks. I've gone planes, trains, and automobiles. There is nothing that can stop me from going to an event. And then on the flip side of that, I'm going to tell you, I'm a full-time caretaker for my dad, and I had some stuff going on in October that if I had pushed a little bit harder, I could have made it to that event. I want to say this because I'm being transparent, but I allowed myself to talk myself into doing the virtual. And it put me in a space where I just didn't feel right, because it was the first time in my whole career that I had ever physically missed an event. I literally went to Utah one time. We used to go to Utah all the time. And I
150 times.
They ran out of rental cars. So I was stuck at the airport. And I was like, where's the U-Haul place? So I know U-Haul's got wheels too, right? So your girl went and rented her a U-Haul. And when I pulled up in the U-Haul at the event, they was like, Dory, crazy like a fox, because I wasn't going to miss that event. And there's some people on this line now who saw me pull up in that U-Haul, like, I'm here. It's important. I'm gonna tell you something.
Let's clear that up. That's before Uber and all that other stuff.
Uber.
Yeah.
This was pre-Uber, pre-cell phones. This was pager, two-way pager time. But it's super important that you go, but not just that you go, but that you go with an intention to get something, because a lot of people show up and they think it's fun time. You know what I mean? We're going to have fun. Just, by default, it's going to be fun, but you need to have your behind in that seat. You need to have your notepad. It's people who I've seen come to events with no notepad, no ink pen. I'm like, what are you here for? Like, this is your crash course to get you to your next destination. I always tell people, Tony, like, the events, network marketing to me is like driving a car. If I'm in Philadelphia and I want to get to Florida, I ain't going to do it on 1 tank of gas. At some point, I got to stop in order to reach my destination and fuel up. That's what the events are. They are fuel so that you can keep going. But on top of that, Tony, last thing is the event gets you all hyped. You all in the room with the people making the money. Then you come home and your kids is cutting up and your husband is cutting up and my dad is cutting up. You got to be committed enough to do the things that you said you're going to do at the event long after the excitement in which you said it has gone away. Because I said, yeah. And then you come back and you can't even get them on the phone.
Right.
So don't waste your money if you're not going to use the fuel to get you to your next destination.
Keep moving. When you get back, remember some of those people didn't go. A lot of them didn't go. So you don't have time to waste trying to. You got to keep moving. Keep that energy when you get back. Keep making phone calls, letting people know. You know, I remember this movie. It was something about the crucifixion of Christ. And some of y'all probably seen this movie, but the guy that was there at the crucifixion, the rest of the whole movie, he would walk up to people and say, "But were you there? But were you there? But were you there?" And that's how you need to lead the event. Like, but were you there? You got to be excited about it. But were you there, Dory? Were you there?
Tony, check this out. People look at the big events and they so focused on the big event, which they should be, but we got all these events. Like every Wealth Building Wednesday is an event. Every webinar is an event. Everything is an event that leads up to the big event. So you got to play this thing event by event. Sometimes you get $5 worth of gas. Sometimes you fill up the tank. Sometimes you get $10 worth of gas, but it's still going to keep that car moving. Don't go on empty. I got to fill up every day for real.
Well, you got me juiced up now. I got to go. I know you're still going to be on here for something, but let me say this right quick before I go. Mr. Lord had put a stranglehold on me to get some more tickets since I didn't get a table. Now, since then, I wound up getting the table, but I got tickets there with my name on them, and some of y'all are calling in and paying $199 without mentioning my name because I got them for $100. If you say Tony Fleming, it's $100 that you can get the tickets for. But they're not going to tell you that's on you. We've said this for the last 2 or 3 weeks. If you miss Wealth Building Wednesday last week, if you missed the Saturday training where Clayvon said the same thing and Nina Moore said the same thing, and you all are paying retail, shame on you. I told the company, don't discount them, you know, but we told you if you say my name, you get $100, $100 ticket. I mean, what?
Your name is worth its weight in gold. You know what I mean? I gotta come behind Tim before I go.
Yeah, that name cost me too. So,
but let me say this, please, Tony, before you go. You have been in this game just as long as I have, and you are such a stand-up guy. All jokes aside, like you have represented our industry in such a professional way. To be aligned with you in this season, I know big things are about to happen. So whenever I see your face in a place, I say, "Oh, that's a good company." So thank you so much for how you always show up. I love when you say.
Did somebody pay you and Tammy Faye to do this? Because I say that again. I like hearing that again. Say something for the people in the back. Say it again.
Okay, what I said was, I've been rocking with you for a long time. And you know, our industry comes with a lot of things, but you have always represented well. Like you've always been the gold standard on your personality, your work ethic, your mental fortitude. Yeah, shake it. But seriously, you are that guy. And I appreciate you for what you bring to this company, but for what you bring to our industry. You make us valid, and I appreciate you.
Wow. Thank you, ma'am. I'm going to leave on that note. And whoever's taking over from here, take me out and leave Dory in there. There we go.
Can I have my show back, Mr.
Oh, yeah, you can have it back. Go ahead. I don't have to. You elbow me out now. You just tell me to get out of the way. There you go.
Miss Dory. Okay, let me tell you the truth. I was so upset. I'm like, Tony, Dory is my guest. And he was like, you know how the men's are. You know how they are. Girl, he was fighting over you. He was like, no, I am coming on with Dory. And look, I know Kevin is probably in the background with his trigger finger trying to come back in. That Mr. Harris, I tell you, that Mr. Harris is something else. You protect your show, Miss LaChelle Pierre, because he's coming for your spot. I can see what's going on. I need them to put in the chat. Does anybody miss Tava Speaks? Hey, no, I'm not gonna make you say it, Miss Dory, but we know the truth. We know the truth. Hey, Mr. Harris.
First off,
how you doing?
First off, Tava Speaks got it kicked off. Then it morphed into Wealth Building Wednesday, so let's not even go there.
We know love you. Wait a minute. Where are our
I walked off the field like Peyton Manning at the top of the game.
Wealth Building Wednesday was first, sir. It was. We love you, Mr. Harris.
So, Dora, I was about to give you a shout out. How you feeling today, baby?
I'm feeling amazing. Just finished my 2.5 mile walk and just focusing on being the best version of myself, Mr. Harris. How are you, sir?
So you walk too like Lachelle, huh?
I do it all. I do Zumba, I walk, I do all kinds of stuff just to keep moving 20 minutes a day. I can't swim, Lachelle. I think I might take swimming lessons too. I cannot swim. And I think we all should take swimming lessons. I can't swim.
I think so too. So, but listen, I'm gonna get off Lachelle's #1 show, and Dory, I will see you next week in Houston, Texas, right?
Yes, sir. I am.
And
there.
also, keep pushing the BOGO out there. Everybody, make sure that you push it today. Close out the month strong. You actually have until Monday midnight to close out your rank. Monday midnight, correct, Lachelle, to close out the rank?
To close out the month for the rank, but will the BOGO? Right. I don't think will the BOGO go on that long? Are we?
No.
Oh, okay. That's what I said. You got to be clear.
No, the BOGO will not be around that long for you to close out, but close out strong. So, also at conference, I'm gonna say it one more time. We have some announcements that are going to be made at conference, and you have to be in attendance to get it. You have to be into attendance to get it. There's going to be some other things to drop outside of the little teaser things that you all have seen, but I cannot wait to blow your mind at conference. So with that being said, I will see you all next week at conference. Let's close strong. Lachelle, Dory, I'll talk to you guys later.
Bye-bye. All right. Thank you, Mr. Harris. All right. I am sorry. My furry co-hosts are here.
And I got one too. I just kicked her away. I got a cat though. I'm a cat lady.
Wow. Well, let me tell you guys, I talk all of that noise, but would definitely not be able to do any of this without Mr. Harris, Mr. Fleming, all the ladies in customer service. So you guys drop some hearts in the chat for each and every one of them. Everyone really is working tirelessly, right, as we move toward the event. And as Kevin said, we were on a 2-hour meeting prior to this Zoom. And let me tell y'all, is there anybody on here who has not tried our Caprice coffee? Anybody new on the chat have not had Caprice coffee? Miss Dory, are you a coffee drinker?
I just finished my 2nd cup for the day. I drink coffee all day long.
Well, let me tell you this. I was not a coffee drinker, okay? Didn't even like coffee. In fact, did not want it when we were choosing products. I didn't vote for it, but after it was determined, so I lost, as y'all can see. But once it was determined that was the product that we were having, I was like, okay, well, I got to taste it, drink it a little bit to be able to at least talk about it. Guys, ever since then, and let the record show, I am not a coffee drinker. I am a Caprice coffee drinker. I mean, there is a difference. Yeah. And we were on that Zoom, and Mr. Lloyd requires us to have our cameras on. So any of you that are ever invited on a Zoom meeting with him, be prepared. TK will tell you. Be prepared to have your Zoom on, because he'll say, well, if I wanted a blankety blank phone call, then we would have done that. So cut your video on. So anyway, guys, I'm saying all that to say I was craving this Caprice coffee. And I'm sitting there like, if I cut my camera off and go make me a cup of coffee, what is going to happen? So you guys, I was acting like I was taking calls, and I'm like, I wouldn't make me a cup of coffee. Like, I had to have it.
Yeah, I drink mine black, Lachelle. No sugar, no cream. I like it straight black. I can't put anything in it.
I mix a little bit of cocoa, hot chocolate with it. It makes it smooth for me. So I'm saying that if we have anybody on here that has not tried the Caprice coffee, even if you are not a coffee drinker. I mean, y'all, you see, I'm just going, but I'm not jittery.
Right.
Smooth and focused. And that's what our coffee does. So I just had to throw that out there. But Miss Dory, we have you on today as our special guest host. Okay, because we have a gentleman here who is doing great things in Tava, who has an amazing testimony, and he is your personally enrolled. So what I am going to do is I am going to step back. I am going to gladly relinquish the show to you, unlike being forced out. Right, and you just handle it your way. Okay.
All right. You know I can go overboard. Just come back in when it's time to stop. Just
all right. Hold on. Well, you got about 10 minutes.
Okay. Cool. That's good. Thank you so much. And I know he's going to be joining the screen. Well, good afternoon, everyone. I'm super excited to be here to introduce a young man who I'm excited for. I'm excited for him for several reasons. One, he's a millennial. First of all, y'all know I'm a baby boomer. So for those of you who don't know the language, baby boomers were born between 1946 and 1964. So I'm approaching my 60th birthday, and this young man is the same age as my children. But I'm super impressed with this young man because he is a go-getter. He's a single dad with 2 beautiful children. He's a person who's so resilient. I'm attracted to people who are resilient, who face their challenges and keep getting back up. Just keep getting back up. So I want to bring Tion Pitt, my dear friend, to the line. This amazing young father. This young man, I can't see you, Tion. If you could turn your camera on. I don't know if your camera is off or what's going on, but this young man hails out of the DMV, the marketplace. Everybody knows that, the Washington, D.C. area. I am super excited. You all right over there, brother?
Yeah, I'm actually trying to fix it now. I'm trying to make sure you guys can see me because I can
see you clear and I can hear you clear. You're fine. You're looking good. And that beard is popping. One of the things that he's very excited about is what Ballet 30 is doing to his beard. I'm not going to steal his shine. But Tion, I just want to start by saying, y'all see the beard. Welcome to Wealth Building Wednesday. Like, you are in the right place at the right time with the right people doing the right thing. And now you are committed to becoming the person who you need to be to get where you need to go. So I'm excited for you. I know we have many 30-minute long conversations about your goals and what you want to see happen for your children. So I guess my first question is, tell me why you finally said yes. You were on my list forever. You were going back and forth. I almost like said, you know what, forget this young buck. You know what I'm saying? But I knew from our last interaction at our other company that you had a big dream. So tell me why you finally said yes.
You know what, Miss Dory? What made me finally say yes was actually my injury that I had to my right foot. I had broke my foot, and I was always like interested in Tava. But when I broke my foot, I really had to sit down. And when I had to sit down, it really allowed me to be able to think about my future and things that I want to do. And I spent a lot of my time working in the warehouse. And mind you, I graduated from Penn State with 2 bachelor's degrees, but I still find myself working in the warehouse. 1, because the money was good, and 2, I like to stay active. But I broke my foot, and when I broke my foot, I had a tough time with recovery, and that really made me look at Tava because I really needed to get better, and at the same time, I wanted to do something different at the same time. So I remember when we spoke, and it was on New Year's. I remember when we spoke on New Year's, and I said, you know what, Ms. Dora? I said, I just got finished paying rent and everything, but guess what? I got 25 right now, and we're gonna get it going. We gotta do.
That's so funny that you would say that. And I need y'all to hear this. Because we have Cecil, this young dad with 2 children. How old are your children, Tion?
I have my daughter is 4, Yanara, and my son, he's 8 months. He was born June 15th.
Beautiful children. See, he had to pay his rent, but instead of taking that $25 and saying, this is my last $25, I got to hold on to this, he knew it was better to invest that in a down payment on his future, and he used Cecil to get himself in the business. So since then, how have you been feeling? Like, you're so excited.
Oh, man.
Tell us what's going on.
You know what? Y'all were just talking about the Caprice coffee, and I want to talk about that for a second. Guys, I don't drink coffee either. I'm going to tell you, so I drink water, Gatorade, and I'm always into fitness, so I don't really need the caffeine. But the Caprice coffee, I took it personally because it helps with joint pains. It loosens up the muscles and everything. So if you guys need that stretch in the morning and your bones is a little tight, you can't get to it, you really want to take that Caprice coffee because it loosens up your joints. I have a real testimony to this. I am still currently in physical therapy. I go to physical therapy every Tuesday and every Thursday at noon. And I need to take the Caprice coffee to loosen up my joints, but I also need to take it for recovery because I'm working on getting my legs back together. And so I need a Caprice coffee to help when I need to get home. I need to have that additional stretch before I go to bed, so that I won't wake up so stiff. Or maybe when I wake up in the morning, I am feeling stiff. I need to take the Caprice coffee to loosen me up. It gives me the extra juice. So I recommend everyone take the Caprice coffee before they start their workout. Because it will kickstart your metabolism too as well. It kickstart your metabolism, and also it give you that it loosen you up so you won't be so stiff. So, and to me, the Caprice coffee, along with the Valley 30, for me personally, it gives no excuse if you really want to make a change yourself. 30 days.
Speaking of Valley 30, I remember the day you called me and like, check me out, Miss Dory. And you can call me
I
Dory
have nothing. I could never get nothing past here.
He could never grow a beard. Let me see. Get close to the camera, bro.
I am 30 years old. And I never was able to get anything past here. Like, it's always stopped here. This side too. Oh man, I was never able to get anything. And I've been taking, man, I can't wait for another month. I'm gonna be like James St. Patrick. Stop playing with me.
You're gonna be like James St. Patrick. Y'all heard this young brother. Do you know how many young men are out there trying to get this look? And
exactly.
He has never been able to grow a full beard. But because of that 300% biotin in that Valet 30, that beard is finally starting to come in. And you look amazing. What'd you say?
Even the goatee could have never has a full connection. It was never fully connected. I always had this right here, but this never had a full connection. And I've only been taking this for what? Is a month now? Yeah,
Ms.
man.
Jimmy Clark said, come through beard. Come through beard. Now, this man is not single, so I need y'all to not be all up in his inbox because that beard is... Now, let's talk about your family since we're talking about you not being single. I know how you feel about your kids. We cannot have a conversation without you mentioning how much you love your babies and how much you want to leave a legacy. How does being a part of this experience make you feel like you finally in the space to leave a legacy for your children?
Oh yeah. It definitely feels like I'm in the space because it's something that I can truly... I've been in network marketing for a while, but it's when you find something that you truly believe in, I would say it gives you a different type of energy in the sense that how you even promote and how you speak about it to people, like random people. The energy that you exude, it makes people like want to know what it is. So I would definitely say that Tava specifically has given me that energy, and it was that like it makes me be proud. You know, so this is a black owned. Everything is plant based, and that I've actually been trying. I tried Tava for a month myself, and that is in February, and I started in the beginning of New Year's. So I've taken a part of myself, and I've seen and I felt the change, and it's something that you could really, really be proud of. And I believe that that's what makes, to me personally, that makes Tava stand out above anything else. On top of settle, I mean, honestly, it just leaves no excuse. I mean, I can say I got $25 to put gas in my car. You know what I mean? So it's like I love the commitment that Tava has to people. It's like not only to couple, but really like to the team. Because honestly, like you guys are so open, and like I could call you guys at any point in time to ask any question. You guys make yourself available to me, and that means something to me. Because I've been working 9 to 5 when I can't speak to my boss.
I know that's right. You know, I want to kind of switch gears before we have no time left, because one of the things that has really grounded you here at Tava, even in your short time, is the relationship that you're building with the men at Tava. You know, everybody knows I'm a woman and I can coach you to a certain extent, but there's some man things that you need to talk about. And I know that Mr. Paul Mora has taken some special interest in you. And look, every time I say his name, I'm a little jealous because you don't smile when they say my name. I just want you to talk about what that means to have a person like a Mr. Mora embrace you the way he has as a young father and just really pour into you.
It's great, especially when you can look at someone in his eyes and you can tell that they've been through things. When you look at someone in the eyes, you can tell that they've been through things. And you see, like even as right now, even though I can see Mr. Paul and I see everything he does in his videos, I can still see that even from the day that when I first came into the company to now, he's still having a maturation. Like he's still, and that means something to me to see someone that you see who's already great, by the way, but you see them still growing, and they will help you and talk to you about any and everything. And some Miss CEO, Miss Paula just said the realness. Your Paul's like so real, and that's something that it's really authentic. Like you could tell just by looking in his eyes, let alone hearing him speak. So you got somebody like that who's willing to guide you any way that they can. Man, you'd be a fool not to listen. Absolutely. You'd be a fool not to listen. Not alone, Miss Dora. I have you. You know, I have Miss Nina Moore. But as from a male perspective, just to have someone that you could literally look in his eyes and you can see that he's about everything that he's saying. Man, how can you not want to like go full throttle? How could you not?
You met Mr. Mora at a great time too, because I know Mr. Mora from our last company, and you probably, is the funny thing is you were in the last company with me, and you probably never even recognized Mr. Mora. And that's the beautiful thing about network marketing, because it builds character and it exposes your flaws and it compresses time frames. So in a short period of time, you've seen Mr. Mora just transform into a whole nother man, where now he's your mentor. So I'm excited that you have people like that, him and Mr. Gordon and Mr. Fleming and others around you who can pour into you as a young man. So I know we're going to get kicked off in a minute. Tell me what you want to say. If you had a word to give to your millennial friends to tell them why they need to take a good look at Tava, why they need this as part of their income stream from your millennial perspective, what would you say?
Well, one, if I only want to talk about COVID, but if I had to bring that up, I would say that health is a major thing right now within this country, and you have the opportunity to get great products, honestly, in my opinion, at a really, really affordable price, and you can literally like take care of yourself, and you can like put that in your own hands, like your health and your fitness. Like these products are a great kickstart. That's one thing I would say. These products are a great kickstart. You still have to do the work, but these products leave no excuses for you to kickstart this time of your life if you really want to commit to your body. And honestly, that's my main thing. If it leaves literally no excuse, and it gives you something that you could really, really be proud of. That's the reason why I assigned my cousin recently to the company, but it was because she seen my maturation within the company. She seen how I was recovering, and not only that, the samples. I gave her 2 samples of about Detox Tea. I gave her a sample about Valley 30. I gave her a sample about Caprice Coffee, and she literally within like that week, after she tried it for 4 days, tried it for 3 days, she was like, "Cousin, sign me up." So I honestly feel as though if you just follow your own dream, because it's not about, I'm not doing this for, I do it for myself. I do it for my family. I do it because I really want to help people. My grandparents had COVID with pneumonia last month. My mother had COVID with pneumonia last month. So that really made me jump on the Valley 30. Really made me jump on it because I had things in my personal life that I had what was going on. And I took control of it. I'm the only one in my household at the time who didn't have COVID, but I'm the only one who had the Valley 30 as well.
Okay, now.
And, and for the record, I'm not vaccinated. I should be vaccinated. I'm not. But my grandparents are vaccinated, so is my mother. But they both came down with COVID with pneumonia, and I'm the only one who didn't. And that means something. That means something to me. And so I take pride in Tava. I take pride in really taking ownership and really wanted to help my family. Cause that's how it all started. It started with myself and me really wanting to help my family, and it just been going from there. So it's about your why. I mean, make your why your reason. Then every day I wake up with my why.
I'm looking behind me because my father has decided to get up from his nap. I'm glad it's 1:57 because this show about to end, baby. Because he wakes up singing and cutting up. So I thank you for that time, Ms. Lachelle Pierre. I'm going to turn it back over to you. Thank you so much for allowing me to interview this amazing young man.
Yes, and thank you, Miss Dory. Thank you, Mr. Tion. You guys are amazing. And let me say to you, oh wait, pop the wrong person. Hold on. Let me say to you, Mr. Tion, and everybody that's on here, as Miss Dory said, like, everything is an event because you get to learn something new. And Tion, when you said about the coffee and loosening the muscles, I didn't even think about that. But honestly, right before our meeting, And I was getting ready and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so stiff. And I said to myself, hey, I'm going to have to actually start stretching early in the morning. And as I said, I drank my coffee. And when you made that statement, I was like, I am a loser.
It works.
Yes. So thank you so much for sharing. We look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you so much. I thank you for having me, and it really means a lot to me. And I just love how everyone. I mean, it's rare you ever get to a company that a director of operations, a CEO, and people who's really high rated the company really allow this. So that if you call them, they will answer. And just like that, and that's something that's like rare that you'll ever see within the company. And I'm just so proud to be a part of the company. Well, we are definitely here for you. Thank you so much. All right, much success. So, all right, guys, like, isn't that interesting? I mean, you got to know we are around these products every single day. We hear Dr. Bromwell's breakdown of all these products, but you never know what is going to be that thing, right? That one nugget that somebody will connect with that will change their life. You know what I'm saying? So make sure that you're getting on. Make sure that you are inviting. Make sure that you are sharing. Because I honestly, like, I didn't even realize that was a benefit. And I mean, that is a real testimony to the Caprice coffee. So now I will be making sure as I am doing my swim lessons that I'm having a cup before to loosen me up and a cup in afterwards, because Dr. Bromwell drinks her coffee at night too, because it doesn't give us the jitters. So you can't do it. All right, guys, we have been here extra long. Hold on, and see, the men, you know what, I was going to say something. I'm not going to say because that may not come out right. I'm not even going to say it. I'm just going to say thank you to both of them. Look at Kevin Harris. He popped back in because I was about to talk about him. I was about to say they can't hang, but I ain't going to say that. We finish until the end, don't we, ladies? Again, make sure you get your tickets. They're still available in the back office. Get your event shirts. They are on sale until tomorrow. Make sure that you have your hotel room already reserved for the event. And if you have any questions, concerns, you need some help getting on your smart ship, where are my 120 wealth builders? Okay, drop it in the chat if you are a 120 wealth builder. All right, we have some very special things in store for you at the event. So if you are new to the company, or maybe you've even been here and just do not know how to set up your smart ship, please reach out to support@tavalifestyle.com. Connect with, don't call Kevin because he ain't gonna be able to help you with that. I can help you. Any of the ladies will gladly help you, okay? All right, I think that is it for me. Thank you to all of our special guests today. Miss Dory, an amazing host. I will have you back on, ma'am. Mr. Fleming, Mr. Pitt, Tammy Faye, TK, everybody, thank you so much. Peace and blessings. And my furry co-hosts are saying thank you also. Let's go ahead and close out strong. 3.
Want a slim waist, all it takes is tip top shape, all it takes is just a little taste, all it takes is no time to waste, all it takes is slim waist, all it takes is tip top shape, all it takes is money in the bank, all it takes is no time to waste, all it takes is I wake up to bounce feet, I make mine by the leader, I drink life in a teacup, I like Valet 30 better than tequila, yeah, Bessie, I sip that night. Got a little kick like Titan. Look so good, better recognize me. This a Tava lifestyle, I'm icy. Still don't need chill on me. Flare pill, yeah, I'm still on it. Bounce your day and nightly. Got a little kick like Tai Chi. Slim waist, all it takes is. Tip top shape, all it takes is. Just a little taste, all it takes is. No time to waste, all it takes is. Slim waist, all it takes is. Tip top shape, all it takes is. Money in the bank, all it takes is. No time to waste, all it takes is.